Hello and welcome back. This video is not financial advice, and always do your own research. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the first and only Bitcoin life insurance. It is brought to you by the company Meanwhile. Meanwhile operates under traditional life insurance regulation, but they solely transact in Bitcoin. Most of you watching this video have more confidence in the price of Bitcoin versus the US dollar for the long term, and that's exactly why Meanwhile is here. They have been receiving lots of praise within the Web3 community, and they raised $19 million in the very first two seed rounds. Something very interesting about these first seed rounds is that the first seed round was co-led by OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman. And the second seed round was led by Google's Gradient Ventures. Their co-founder and CEO is Zach Townsend, and him and his team have been on the trail making different kinds of content. This video here is an hour-long interview with him going over every aspect of Meanwhile, so I'll be sure to go ahead and leave that down in the description box below. Meanwhile team recently shared all about their Bitcoin life insurance product over at BTC Nashville, and they also have created a ton of different content going over all the different aspects of this unique insurance. One of the unique aspects of Meanwhile is that all premiums and claims are paid in Bitcoin, so the price fluctuation doesn't have an impact. On top of that, those who have a policy with Meanwhile are going to be able to borrow against their claim, and there's also multiple different tax advantages to having a life insurance like Meanwhile. Overall, there's lots to be excited about with this life insurer, and that's why in today's video, we're going to be taking a deep dive into everything Meanwhile. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. So to start out the video, we're going to be going over a few different news articles to get a better idea of how the development process has been going for Meanwhile. So we have this first article here from The Block, and the title is Sam Altman joins investors in the $19 million round for crypto life insurance startup. So as we mentioned in the intro, $19 million raised in the first two seed rounds, the first one led by OpenAI's Sam Altman and the second by Google's Gradient Ventures. This is a Bermuda-based business, and they are claiming to be the first and only life insurer to offer products entirely denominated in cryptocurrency. And its first product, of course, is that Bitcoin denominated whole life insurance policy, and that is why this video is being created, because they are building something truly unique to the Web3 space, a life insurance policy strictly in cryptocurrency. And as they note here, Bitcoin is a global store of value, and it is a functional currency. So for long-term investors or anybody bullish on the long term of Bitcoin, the Meanwhile life insurance policy makes sense. Last month, it was announced that Meanwhile has secured regulatory approval from the Bermuda Monetary Authority for that long-term commercial license. This approval process took Meanwhile 18 months, and so now they are good to go. The Meanwhile co-founder and CEO did have some remarks about the approval. He said, "This approval validates our innovative approach to life insurance and marks a significant milestone in our mission, allowing us to credibly make promises to our policyholders for decades to come. We are excited to continue innovating within the life insurance industry to bring solutions to the millions of participants in the digital asset economy." The last article we're going to go over is from Axios, and this one's titled Bitcoin Life Insurance Sees the Beauty in the Boring. Now within this article, they have some additional information that we haven't covered yet. We have talked about how, of course, this is a life insurance company that does everything in Bitcoin. They do offer tax advantages that customers might expect for products they're considering for estate planning. Speaking very broadly here, a customer that gives Meanwhile 10 Bitcoin can expect a beneficiary to receive 20 Bitcoin after the customer passes away. Of course, precise terms are subject to change, and this is just a rough ideal of the concept. An additional selling point for this Meanwhile life insurance is that over time, users can borrow against their benefit tax-free. And because all the premiums are paid in Bitcoin and the claims are also paid in Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin itself won't have a factor in the success of this life insurer. Now, right now, Meanwhile is only available in the United States, but this of course is subject to change. And right now the team behind Meanwhile is just 7 members, and this is keeping the overhead costs low. Now, different members of the Meanwhile team do post different kinds of videos, explanations, AMAs, and things of that nature. So I highly recommend all of you guys to follow them over on X so you can check out all of that content. Now that we've gone over some of the different news articles surrounding Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and hop into their website. Here we are at meanwhile.bm. Now, all the links for this project can also be found in the description box below. So here we have life insurance now in Bitcoin. Leverage the value of your Bitcoin during your life and secure your family's future after you're gone with our whole life insurance policy. As far as protections, your loved ones will get a fixed payout no matter when you die. And as you mentioned before, there are tax advantage savings. The long-term payout is higher than what you would invest into the policy, and those returns grow tax-free. Tax-free compounding savings rate. Also, for all policyholders, you can borrow Bitcoin against your policy. So if Bitcoin does do a 10x, you can borrow Bitcoin from them at the 10 times higher cost basis, and you'll have the option of paying back the loan or netting the outstanding loan balance against your death benefit. And you also can buy a policy worth 40% of your Bitcoin holdings and keep it in your estate. So if Bitcoin does go to the moon, your death benefit scales with Bitcoin in your estate to help cover the estate tax. Now, at the bottom of their website, they do have some frequently asked questions and the answers to those. So let's go ahead and read through those in case you also have any of these questions. So when will this life insurance be available? Now, join the waitlist and members of our team will reach out to you when it's your turn. And as far as how much does it cost, they are currently working with clients on policies with a total premium of 1 Bitcoin and greater, paid in equal installments over 10 years. The policies are in Bitcoin only, and that's to protect against any price movement. And as far as do you have to live in the US, the current product is designed for US citizens and their tax situation. If you are a citizen of a different country and you are interested, go ahead and join the waitlist, and they will let you know when the policy is available for your region. All in all, it's good to see some Web3 representation within life insurance, especially one that offers Bitcoin, considering that most of us are more bullish in Bitcoin in the long term. So if you are interested, go ahead and join in on their community and follow them over on their X. As far as their X handle, that's going to be Meanwhile Life, and they're currently sitting at 1,600 followers. When you do go ahead and check out their X page, you can find all kinds of different videos provided you by members of the team. And aside from content all about Meanwhile and Bitcoin, they also post different kind of information about their different policies, like how you can borrow up to 90% of your policies and value and things of that nature. So definitely a good follow. They post multiple times a week. So there's lots of information for you to go ahead and read through and interact with. Meanwhile has also had a ton of different YouTube videos that have been coming out over the past month. So a quick YouTube search for Meanwhile Bitcoin Life Insurance, and you'll find a tons of different videos for you to go ahead and check out. So for all you Bitcoin maxis out there, Meanwhile is offering you something truly unique, the first and only Bitcoin life insurance. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please go ahead and leave me a comment down below with what your thoughts are about Meanwhile Life Insurance. As always, keep in mind that this video is not intended to be financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and cryptocurrency in general can be risky. So always do your own research. And with that being said, that about wraps it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.